How do, folks? How we doing? Doing all right? Back out in the Peak District this weekend. We're going to do a couple of Peak 75s today. At the moment we are stood looking out over this beautiful wooded area. We've got the three cloughs here: Middle Black Clough, Far Black Clough and Near Black Clough. To our right we've got, well, this is the Woodhead Pass road here, and up here we've got Black Hill in the distance over there, shrouded in fog. You can't see it at the moment. Parked up in a little parking spot down there, and we're out to do a couple of Peak 75s. This is Bleaklow, by the way. It's beautiful. It's not bleak. Well, it is bleak up there, but these lower slopes are beautiful. Two sets of rocks we're going to visit today. They're pretty close to each other, about half a mile apart, but I couldn't decide which one to put on my list, so I put them both on. They're both unique in their own way, both got different views, but they're pretty close together, so that should be really looking forward to that when we get up there. Views are going to be tremendous. So yeah, Peak 75s, we're coming to get ya. Oh yes. So what are the Peak 75? Peak 75 is a list of hills I've compiled in the Peak District, just to bag them really, for my own fun, my own enjoyment. 75 of them. They're generally quieter than a lot of other hills, so if that's of interest to you, go back and have a look in my Peak 75 playlist. I've done 62 I believe so far, so this will take me up to 64. What's that, 11 left after today. Well, if I could get up here, you don't know, do you? Might fall in a bog or something like that, mightn't I? Up to my waist. It does happen. It does bloody happen. Anyway, sun's burning this cloud off now. We're in for a bloody good day, I can tell you that. I don't know what I've got this bloody great hat on for. Oh, it's too bloody hot. Whew. I had this bloody weird dream last night. What was it? Yeah, me and Karen were in this posh restaurant. Lionel Richie was the waiter. Couldn't make it out. Weird as hell it was. Yeah, Lionel Richie was the waiter, and I think he was deaf, because I had to ask him once, twice, 3 times for gravy. Quite an easy start to this one till we get up on the moors. Say easy, panting like this. It's quite steep, but following this old track. Well, it's a track up to a line of grouse butts where they drove their Land Rovers up, those little game hunters, to shoot all the wildlife, and they call it sport. Oh dear. Well, we left that track behind right down there, and it's getting much tougher now. Well, I'm finding it tougher. I've been doing too much bloody beach walking, haven't I? Flat sand. And you get back to this. I don't want to fall in there. Bloody hell, I'd know all about it. Enjoying it though. Right, I believe I've got to look out for a faint path leading off to the left here somewhere, as we get quite close to it now. This must be the left turn. Yeah, looks a bit sketchy. And we're going to get up here without falling over. Ooh, turn this off for a start. Oh. There are no paths up here. Don't know if you... Last peak 75 I did was Crowstone's Edge. I was floundering around in peat bloody hags and what have we. Playing that game again. Hope it doesn't go on too long though. I can see loads of rocks up there, so I'm just going to head for them. That's all you can do, isn't it? In this sort of situation. Some work going on up here. Lots of these white bags. Looks like there's just heather in the bags. Heather scrub. They're piling these rocks up here to slow the flow of the water down, so the water stays on the moor longer, keeps it wetter for the plants and the wildlife. It's right wild up here. This vast area here, I believe it's called Swain's Grieve. All the water flows down, and this is the start of the River Derwent. Goes through that valley down there and down to the reservoirs, Lady Bar and Derwent. Howden. You can see the Shepherd's Meeting stones over there, which we did earlier in the Peak 75s. And the water here and there drains down Middle Black Clough into the River Etherow, down to Longdondow and down to Manchester, and on to join the Goyt. It's a very important place for the rivers, Bleaklow. Lots of rivers start their life here, well, little rivers. Allport, West End. It's a smashing place. All those white bags have all got heather in them, and they're scattering it around on this bare peat. I suppose it's full of seeds, isn't it? Yeah, that's what they're doing, look. More's for the future. This is impossible. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed on that first path I was on. It would have taken me up to near Bleaklow Stones. I could have walked along this way, but I know there's a path along the top. This is bloody hard, this is. Oh God. you lose track, you lose your bearings, you veer off course from where you want to be. But there's no way around some of this stuff. Just keep going, I'll get there in the end. It's lovely though. Here we have the view, the first view of our first top. At last. That was bloody tough going there. Lovely little pool up here. Here we are. We got here in the end. It's peak 75, number 63, Grinah stones. It's the closest thing we got to wilderness in the Peak District, this. Now I came out with no breakfast, so I'm going to find a place to sit, something to eat, something to drink. I'll bring it back in about half an hour. I'll have a rest. But wow, look at this. Absolutely first class view from here. What can we see? We can see the Horsestone Naze. In front of us here is Round Hill. Behind Round Hill, Crowstone's Edge, outer edge behind it. Coming round, I can see the Bullstones, Marjorie Hill, spinning round. High Stones, keep going. What's that valley called? Can't remember. I should know, shouldn't I? What's that bloody valley called? Can't remember. Back tour. Oh, Abbey Brook. Abbey Brook, Dale of Abbey Brook. Yeah, back tour. All the way the length of back tour. That'll be Stanage behind it. Bamford Edge. This is the West End Valley here, and the Derwent Valley behind it. Win Hill. Loose Hill just popping up behind, beside Crookstone Knoll, and the full length of northern edge of Kinder here. Well, not the full length, but it goes on for a fair bit longer than this. But yeah, what a view. Right then, ready to go now. Had a leisurely half hour here, soaking up this view. Plenty to eat, plenty to drink. Now you'll remember, I said the other one was only about half a mile away. So, any Peak District walkers out there, you'll know that I'm talking about the Barrow stones. Just half a mile that way. Let's get over to them, shall we? Have a look. Not seen a soul yet. You can come for a walk on Bleaklow on a Saturday and not see a soul. It's beautiful. Couldn't do that on Kinder, could you? Much as I love dear old Kinder, I think this is the place to be. Okay, peak 75. Number 64, the Barrow stones. Spread out over a huge area, these stones. Just gonna have a little explore. A few little clips of the rocks. Then I've got to decide how I'm going to get down. I'm not going to go back down that same bloody way. It's just asking for trouble, isn't it? I'll have a look around here first. Bloody brilliant this. 74, 64, what am I talking about? 64. It's 11 to do. Smashing it. Oh. Looking back to the Grinah stones. There was mist forming down here, but it seems to have cleared again. Still not seeing a soul. Only sheep, grouse. That's all I said. I ain't seen many of them. Now, Bleaklow stones lies up ahead. There's a path goes up the side here. I won't be on that other path there. Hope I can find a way onto it. Okay, so I didn't go to Bleaklow stones, cut a corner off, and I've come to this little sketchy path. It's easy to follow this. That's heading in my direction. Things are looking good. Look how beautiful this is. I think I need to sit down, take this in. Absolutely gorgeous it is. Takes a long while to get down there. It's a big hill, isn't it? Big hill. Just over 2,000 foot. Well, Bleaklow I'm talking about here, not Grinah or Barrow stones. They're about 1930 something feet. Bleaklow's just over 2,000, so it's classed, technically, it's a mountain. You wouldn't call it a mountain though, would you? You would. You would call it a mountain. It takes a long while to get down off it, I know that much. Getting there though. Look at this, look. A good hill day. A good drop down. Right, nearly back now folks. Car's just up here, a couple hundred yards. Looks like there's several there now. Been a good day, isn't it? 2 more done. So that's number 64. Takes us up to 11 left to do. Hope you're going to stick around for the last 11, are you? Huh? Hope to get them done this year. Then next year I can start a new, start something new. Can't tell you about that yet. Don't know about it myself yet. Anyway, something will be happening on it. So yeah, we'll get home now. I thought there was somebody sitting there listening to me thinking, what's that prat waffling on about? Anyway, so get myself home. It's been a lovely day. Might have another day out tomorrow. It's supposed to be like this again tomorrow. If it is, I might go and do another couple. Anyway, if I do, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe and a comment and all that shenanigans. And I might see you tomorrow. If I do go out tomorrow, don't be late, will you? Hey? I told you about that before, haven't I, being late? Anyway, I'll see you there. See ya. Bye.